This video will cover the discharge process of the new e-prescribing functionality. We're starting on the Summary tab where we can see active medications here and home medications here. We will go to the Discharge Plan tab and Prescriptions and hit the click down box. As you can see right now, there are no prescriptions that have been entered. If there were, you would be able to see them. So here you can review the home medications and click on the Convert Footer button to manage the medications given while in the hospital as well as the home medications. Here in the Convert routine, you'll see medications that were reconciled in the hospital. So this Convert routine is used to accomplish three different functions. Number one, you can convert acute visit medications, which are indicated by this section right here, visit medications, it's highlighted in green. You can convert acute visit medications into new home medication prescriptions. And this section lists all of the acute visit medications which can be converted into home medication prescriptions. Notice your choices are no home prescription, continue. A couple of these choices are different, let's say here and here. If the acute medication, this one indicated by the building that looks like a hospital, has a linked home medication, notice the chain link icon and the home. These two are, oh, notice there, aspirin and aspirin, they're linked that way. So this indicates a linked home medication that was defined when the home med was reconciled into an acute visit medication order. And the generic name will display below the acute medication. The second function of the convert routine is to modify or resume active home medications, which if we scroll down, we will see a second section here called home medications on discharge. This section displays the patient's active home medications. You can choose to discontinue, resume, or resume and prescribe. Edits will be allowed for home medications when you choose resume or resume and prescribe. The third function would be displayed down here, where you can convert acute visit orders into ambulatory orders, which will be performed after the discharge of the patient. This table down here would display all of the orders that could be converted into ambulatory orders, which would take effect upon patient discharge. As you can see here, there are none that are listing right now. So let's cover these buttons down here in order, which really help make things go smoothly and quickly. The Resume Home Meds button is used to set all medications listed in the Home Medications on Discharge section to resume that do not have an option selected in the status column. Status column here, we'll test out, see if that really works. We'll put discontinue for this one. We'll just say duplicate order and then click resume home meds. So as you can see, it did indeed pop in resume for all the medications that didn't have something chosen as status. It left discontinue as it was. One thing that is nice about the convert routine is if you want to deselect something because you made a mistake, if you just click it again, it puts it back to the status that it was before you clicked it. So you can technically undo all of these resumes if you want, and we'll click them back. So the no home prescription visit meds intuitively means that for all the visit medications, it will automatically choose no home prescription for any of the medications that don't have something chosen already. So this one has resume. We'll go ahead and click no home prescription visit meds, and it pops in that choice for all the ones that don't have anything selected. Next up is the Any Order button. This allows additional ambulatory orders and medications to be added in the convert routine. We'll demonstrate some of the functionality that exists here. So on the screen, you'll see several things. You'll see a selected drug plan listed here for the patient. If there's an edit button, that means the patient has more than one plan. You can choose back and forth to see which is better for them in each specific circumstance. You also see B for brand, G for generic, and this column is the insurance status and copay information section, which displays the formulary status along with the tier level and additional copay information if available. The copay info will be displayed after the insurance status separated by a semicolon. More information is given by clicking on the I, and clicking on an alternatives button gives you a list of, in parentheses, it tells you even how many therapeutic alternatives for a specific drug. You can choose one right there and then choose replace. Another way to do this for non-formulary drugs, when just choosing this box here will actually show you the top 10 therapeutic alternatives. In parentheses, it shows you here there are 15, and then more info will give you the bigger box so that you can see them all. So we'll go back. Let's just say we wanted to choose a non-formulary one for this case. Click that. We come to a replacing screen, replacing medication, Sildenafil 5, Ramipril 1.25. You still have to choose the medication and click next, and then fill in details. So anytime you see this type of screen here, you've got the red edit button, which you have a blank frequency that's required, a blank quantity that's required. You can do it here, and you can also add a favorite, by the way. Or instead of clicking the red edit button, you can just click on any of the green text, and where it says frequency, you can just do it directly here. I'll hit D for daily, choose 10 for quantity, and now my edit button is turned blue again, which means it's got all the required information it needs. Click OK. This is an override screen, conflicts override screen that you're used to seeing already, so we won't cover that. And then we're back to the convert screen. So at this point, we'll say we're done and finished all the things we need to finish. Click OK. This is a little bit tricky. We have to click the transmit/print button. And since this is test, you might see a little bit of a different order, slight difference in live. But we'll click transmit print here. And again, this looks just a little bit different. You see the patient's preferred pharmacy listed here and some icons. In live, these first two rows will be cleared where you can choose them. The first one is to transmit the electronic prescription. The second one with the printer icon is to print a paper copy whenever that's necessary. You would choose all the boxes and then click transmit if it was electronic prescribing, or it would mean print if the printers were chosen. In the case of printing, your printer will come up like this, and then you will be more or less done. I can't finish the process wholly because this is in test instead of live here, but if you have any questions, just get with Michael and we will get you taken care of. Good luck, and I think it'll be great.